celebrations of today. Details. We are gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments and to give recognition to the worth and the beauty of love and to cherish the words which will unite Jade and Marshall in marriage. And to both of you, welcome to your wedding day. And to each of you who have been invited to witness this wedding, Jade and Marshall are honored by your presence, not only this day, but in their lives. Please know that you represent more than just the witnesses of a wedding. You represent all of those who will be touched by their love now and in the future. Therefore, it is their desire that we should all share in this, one of the happiest and most significant moments of their lives. We begin by asking who presents this bride for marriage.
I do.
Very good. And now the questions to ask of each of you. Marshall, will you take Jade to be your wife, your beloved, and your partner for life? Will you love her? Will you dream with her? Will you comfort and honor her so long as you both shall live? If so, say, I will.
I will.
And Jade, will you take Marshall to be your husband, your beloved, your partner for life? Will you love him, dream with him? Will you comfort and honor him so long as you both shall live?
I will.
Jade and Marshall, in these coming years, there will be times of difficulty and conflict, hopefully very few. But if you should ever find yourself in these situations, I ask that you reflect on this moment and never forget the day that you stood under this altar, and remember how with all of your witnesses you pledged your love and your integrity from this day forward. May your love be stronger than any anger. May you learn the wisdom of compromise, for it's better to bend than to break. Look for the best in your beloved, confide in your spouse, ask for help when you need it, dream in each other's arms, and remember that true friendship is the basis for any lasting relationship, something you already know. Give each other the same courtesies and kindness as you bestow on your dearest friends. And finally, do not let a day go by without saying, I love you. If you would hand off your bouquet to your attendant, and turn and face one another and hold each other by both hands. Marshall, I begin with you for the vows. If you will repeat after me. On this day, I, Marshall.
On this day, I, Marshall.
Pledge to you, Jade.
Pledge to you, Jade.
My love and fidelity.
My love and fidelity.
My strength and vulnerability.
My strength and vulnerability.
My laughter and my tears.
My laughter and my tears.
I promise to be with you.
I promise to be with you.
In times of trial.
Times of trial.
As well as times of joy.
As well as times of joy.
And to remain constant in my love.
And to remain constant in my love.
As long as we both shall live.
As long as we both shall live.
And Jade, if you would repeat after me.
Okay.
On this day, I, Jade.
On this day, I, Jade.
Pledge to you, Marshall.
Pledge you, Marshall.
My love and fidelity.
My love and fidelity.
My strength and vulnerability.
My strength and vulnerability.
my laughter and my tears.
My laughter and my tears.
I promise to be with you
I promise to be with you
in times of trial
in times of trial
as well as times of joy.
and in times of joy.
And in times of, no, Kleenex, I was good. And to remain constant in my love
And constant in my love.
as long as we both shall live.
And as long as we both shall live.
Having just declared these special vows to one another, Jade and Marshall have decided that they will light a unity candle. So if you will go over and stand behind the candle there. The importance of the unity candle is that the candles on the outside represent their individual life flames and all that they bring to this marriage and this relationship. And as you each take your individual candle and make the flame in the middle and bring them together, the sum of the two flames is always much greater than how they are individually. And this is the blessing of marriage. And then you can return them here. Where I get to now say, who now has the rings? May I have them, please? Both, yes, thank you. Marriage is a dynamic happening. You can still face each other and hold hands. My grandmother used to claim you can't fight in this position. So if you ever are tempted, just assume this position and you will remember this day, and I guarantee you'll giggle and you'll forget what you were fighting about. Marriage is a dynamic happening. It can be defined in its living entity by neither law nor custom. What you see in each other, what you bring to each other, what you feel for each other today will not be exactly what you see and feel and bring tomorrow, because yours is a growing, changing, maturing relationship. The journey upon which you embark through changing ways and shifting skies will always offer new and richer experiences, a deeper and more meaningful relationship. Holding hands, share in the changes that lie ahead. There is fullness in your marriage, the fullness of yourselves. Let your rings always be the pledge of love and confidence encircling your life, given for a lifetime for the other. No doubt you have attended the weddings of friends or family members where the officiant has pointed out that rings are a circle, an unbroken circle, and surely they are that. But I offer you a different metaphor, and that is that there was a time when these beautiful rings did not look like this. They were simply metal in the ground, and it was only the craftsman's eye, the artist's eye, that saw what they could become. And they were mined and polished and shaped into these beautiful rings that you will wear from this day forward. It is really the same with your marriage and your relationship. Throughout all these years that you've been together, you began with a simple friendship and an attraction and the promise of something beautiful that you would craft together. And so remember that as you wear these rings. Marshall, if you would take Jade's ring and place it on her left hand and repeat after me. Jade, may this ring encircle your finger.
Jade, may this ring encircle your finger,
As my love encircles your heart.
as my love encircles your heart.
Accept this ring as a sign of my love
Accept this ring as a sign of my love
and constancy for the years ahead.
and constancy for
The years
the
ahead.
years ahead.
You may place it all the way on her finger. And she can help it, because sometimes it's hard to do that. And then Jade, if you would take Marshall's ring and place it on his left hand and repeat after me. Marshall, may this ring encircle your finger
Marshall, may this ring encircle your finger,
as my love encircles your heart.
as my love encircles your heart.
Accept this ring as a sign of my love
Accept this ring as a sign of my love
and constancy for the years ahead.
and constancy for the years ahead.
And so it is. Love freely given has no beginning and no end. Love freely given has no giver and no receiver. You are each the giver and each the receiver. May your ring always call to mind both the freedom and the power of this love. You might want to hold both hands now again, because this is the big finish. I will place my hands on yours. Jade and Marshall, having chosen one another from the many people of the earth, and having declared your love and purpose before this gathering, making promises to each other in the company of family and friends, it is my honor to declare to you that you are legally and lawfully married, husband and wife. You may now kiss.
That's enough.
And turn and face your family and friends. I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Marshall Milling. And you may all clap.
Well done.